Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course, how could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Non-anthropomorphic birds? Hedgehogs falling in the streets? Act 3. The Sleeping City.
I can't believe he's skipping work again. Do we have any evidence? No, we don't. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canage Royale... Oh, finally. Good morning, Falcon.
Morning, Sparrow.
No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means that the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones?
It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon, would you?
No, wait, we've got important business to discuss and I can't do it when you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes. It's what that wolf judge said about revolution.
That guy's off his rocker. And besides, if you're worried about every potential French revolution, you'll never get any work done at all, am I right?
Dots. Yes, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. So tell me about this important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh? Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's come from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. But go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honours.
Alright. Ahem. Monsieur Falcon. Meet me on a rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valerti. Well that's it. How it is. Valerti's letter has been added to your evidence folder.
A secret mission. A proposal from the inspector. Most interesting.
Do you have any idea what kind of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to meet him and find out?
Well, nope. Well, might as well. Don't know what sort of a proposal the inspector has in mind, but we'll be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
Alright, no dilly-dallying, I like it. But before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point.
Yeah. What did you eat this time?
No, well, it's not like that. Well, it's not entirely like that. I had to pay for the bill for my last visit.
Oh, well, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit. The inspector's call should take priority, I think. Hopefully he's going to meet us at a Canage Joyeux. Nope, there is literally only one place, so we can't get any more bills.
Delay officers. Falcon, what are you doing?
Procrastinating! I know that I should go talk to the inspector, but it's so much easier to just do nothing. Here's an idea. Why don't we head to Le Canage Joyeux, grab a bottle of wine, and wait for this whole revolution to blow over?
For pity's sake, no procrastinating, no drinking. We've got to be the inspector if I have to drag you by the tail, by the tail feathers. Oh no, he's dragging me. Oh, that's awesome. We can't even go. Nice. Whoa. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location?
Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime.
Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds?
It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old.
Well.
Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ, just like you. I was invited here by the inspector. What can you want of all three of us? It's hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role? Oh, that sounds juicy.
Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus?
No. What?
He escaped from prison before I could even tie him. Rumour has it that the wolves bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills.
So he escaped justice?
For now, but don't fret. Nobody managed to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which...
Ah, good. You're all here.
Excuse me, Mr. Inspector Vlerty, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get injuries while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps. I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when I went into the July Revolution, 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood.
Oh, great. Now you've set him off.
We were given the order to charge the rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up. I saw the looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Veridian killer himself.
This is a fascinating story, Inspector. But perhaps you could tell us why we are here.
Oh, right, of course. Why we're here. What I'm about to tell you, it remains strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of the national security. As you probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group.
Hipsters! Revolutionaries!
Indeed, rebels.
I keep defaulting back to freaking Judge Romulus.
Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months, no, years. In every tavern, on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain.
No surprises there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will only get angrier.
Indeed, and that's why it's paramount we find and strike at the Hatter rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police.
Do you have any leads?
Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur.
Like a sandwich.
What?
No, the Croque Monsieur, it's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel, throw some peppers on it. Throw on some peppers if it's a Friday night.
This has nothing to do with sandwich. Croque Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know.
That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking?
Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it's my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I'll be honored to lend any and all assistance.
Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Falcon?
Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't really my forte.
You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by the corruption and the incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves. The jailers are thieving ravens. And the National Guard are sitting ducks.
That's kind of... yeah. Those are very appropriate metaphors.
Look at the slackers and the dullards who are supposed to protect and serve this country. No one cares about the justice anymore. You saw in my shameful display at the previous trial, those are the results I produced with imbecile to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Catalina and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses.
frankly did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, doesn't matter, you have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total barbarian. But by my book, makes you a fantastic investigator, even if it is not your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs on just until another pointless job falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great, to help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
Oh, why am I looking through my evidence? I want something to help inform this decision. Dr. Falray, help me, monsieur. Do we... Okay, so I imagine this is quite a branching point. Because either we help with the Loyalists, or we help La Révolution. And so far, our only exposure to La Révolution has been Judge Romulus, who is A, a murderer, B, a butthead. And this gets us... Oh, he's actually going up and down. Is he going up and down? Do it again. Yes, he's hopping up and down. Good job. Okay. This lets us work with Valetti, who is like, whatever. But, does this help? 7 in Cocorico. So, let's do things by the book. Wait, doing things by the book would be not get involved. Let's get involved. Let's protect the glorious country of Paris. I'd be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent, just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you're such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with it to national pride. Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this? Holy moly! Of course, here's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. 50 francs? Psh, I'm being undersold. 50 francs is more than we've paid for anything! Anything so far! Shut your face, Sparrowson, and take the money! Hush, Sparrowson, this is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croque-monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ. So I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Aha. Try and keep up with me, won't you? Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you can even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a croque-monsieur to hunt. Alright, let's go. Aha. A new little competition kicked those bird bends into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into croque-monsieur as well. Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else we need to discuss. Off camera. What are you up to, Valetti? What are you up to? Oh, we have so many things. We have so many locations. Alright, let's settle our debt first. We've got 3 weeks, which should take us to like February, mid-February. Yeah, about that. So, let's take care of our bill. Larry Sparrowson, go ahead, say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Falray. I just wanted to thank you for, giving me the antidote and made me well and stuff, It is no trouble at all. Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there's a small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see. 1 hospital bed. 1 dose specialized antidote. Expert medical care from the attending physician. Total comes to 500 thrilling francs. Oh! Falcon? Can I get an advance on this month's pay and the next month's and maybe the months after that? Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man who's surely allowed to pay in installments. Of course. Oh, thank goodness. My current wage should be able to pay off the debt by the 20th century. Hey,
Your pay isn't that bad. Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock down the bill a little. Maybe to, say, 100 francs. Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection. Oh, no. No, I'm just going to play freaking Jacques Noir until I get the 500 francs. No thank you. This is smelling like all the trouble. Every piece of trouble. No, sorry doctor, but we don't have time to be playing hide muscle shenanigans. We're actually in the middle of a very important investigation. Falcon, please, I don't want to spend my whole life paying the price for eating a bad chocolate wrapper. Let's hit a good doctor out. All right. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He has been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you'd visit him and pay him a visit, and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting his debt. Wait, I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. No, that's shady. That's super shady. That is like if you had a veranda and you had a big blind thing, the cover to block the sun. That's how shady it is. That's terrible analogy. The point being, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. It's full of crap. I'm just gonna make the 500 francs the old-fashioned way. And that took a day. That's rubbish. Alright, we'll visit Le Canogio later. I'll probably hit the blackjack pretty hard between episodes, or maybe I'll just make it like a super time skip episode. But the point being, we need to start looking for this actual case. Let's start with our good friend Nathan. Time to hit the books, am I right? If you're looking for croque monsieur recipes, I guess that would be in the cooking section. We aren't here for recipes, Sparrison. This librarian fellow seems pretty intelligent. If there's something we've overlooked, he would know. Would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me during my daily crossword. How I should have known. It's the two Harlequins. It's good to see you too, monsieur. We have some questions. Of course you do. Fine, let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle. Have you heard of the croque, monsieur? The sandwich, of course I've heard of it. It's a sandwich. No, I mean a person with that name. No, that doesn't ring any bells. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that is any help. Wait, you can become the Earl of Food now. I'm in the wrong profession. Never mind, we'll try something else. An uprising. What can you tell us about the uprising? An uprising. Would you care to be more specific? Paris uprising? You two cannot be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, and revolt that Paris has ever been through? We would be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising? I read the newspapers, messieurs. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is a very real possibility. That's
all I know. I see. Let's try asking... Oh, jeez. Let's try asking something else. Or not. Clearly we're barking up the wrong tree. Thank you for your time anyway, monsieur. I bid you a good day. Now, what was 4 across? Alright. Le Coqs. What a view! You can see the July column so clearly from up here.
Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the clock, monsieur? What is this about? The other matter.
Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Paris Law School and a full list of graduates.
Very good. Let's take a look.
Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are we looking for?
Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize?
Well, I see my own class of 1847. And I see that Moronic, prosecutor, Rupert Rabbington under the class of 1846. Oh, and there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832.
Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss?
This guy's voice changes every single time. Every single time I do it. I just find a voice and stick to it. It does. But I don't see JJ's name. But I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector.
The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1929 and 1932, right about the time of the July Revolution.
And why would he do that?
Why, indeed. Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters.
He's a rooster?
We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon is a bird of prey. It is his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. Even so, he gets his ass kicked by little wolves. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors.
I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, monsieur. Inspector, I have always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but I would never describe him as a person of malice.
Time will tell.
Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the croque monsieur?
There is one more thing. Take this.
A pistol? No, thank you, monsieur.
It's a dangerous time. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours.
I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them.
That's what everyone says. During peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide.
Fine. I'll keep a hold of it.
Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you've been most helpful.
I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Yes. Priorities now are get 500 francs, and then the good doctor can take a hike.